Oh, here I am. Ooh. So, look, I know this looks like an out of this world experience. Look at this. Just look. Because it is out of this world. I want to t- tell you about what's been going on with WeTalk. Now, you guys are probably wondering, like, what's been going on? Where has Lashundra been? So, let me get you in on the details. Now, with WeTalk, there's been a few changes here. So, basically, yeah, I am now just working full time. I've been tired, and so I decided to let WeTalk go. I did put in my notice, so no worries there. It was actually in December, like the end of December, where I decided to go ahead and do it. But because it was just too much. You guys are used to me being like busy, 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 doing this, doing that. But I decided that now, since I'm working full time, you guys, with K-12, then I just need to let something go. So this was what was on the chopping block. Now, I put in my notice the end of December. And it was more likely, actually, it was December 15th. And my last day was January 15th. So this whole video is just going to tell you like the update of what's been going on, what's been happening, and just so you guys know the whole story with WeTalk. As you know, I have never been the one to try to tell you what to think or how to feel. I just share from my experiences, my personal experiences, and just share the information so you can make a decision for yourself. Really. Ultimately, that's what you need to do. So with WeTalk, everything was great. It was good. I that's why I told you guys I was ranting, raving, sharing the news, getting other people on board to make money and enhance their situations. So while I was there, it was great. Great. But as soon as I put my notice in, as you may be familiar with other platforms, things started to decline. Now, yes, they took the students away and whatnot, but let me show you. You see this? These are messages that came from Joyce. Yes, Joyce. You guys remember Joyce with Dada? And then she started her own company, WeTalk. Now, with these messages, everything I'm going to show you is proof that I helped write their curriculum. I launched it for what they were doing with their program. I was a big part of it for beginning it off, and I was so excited to be part of something so big. But I kind of took a cut on what my worth was and what I should be getting paid because I saw growth. I saw potential. And that's why I really believed in the company. When you believe in something, you stand up for it. And I did. But I just wasn't getting my worth. And so I had fun teaching and the students. And if you're looking at these conversations, as you know, I keep receipts. I always tell you, keep receipts. Yes. Make sure you have all the proof, all the backing of everything that you have done. That's exactly what I did. Look. Look. So she said she loved everything. Everything that I was bringing to the table, asked me to bring more teachers, and I helped with that. Showed me books. Look, this is the curriculum. Have you ever heard of A3000? Yeah? maybe not. Research it. I'm telling you. Even in the United States, they use it in fifth grade. And if you haven't heard of it, you're missing out. It is awesome. Awesome. Now, they're using that for their curriculum. And little did I know that I was going to be using that to make the curriculum only for them to get started off and then give the contract to somebody else to finish the curriculum. Now, this probably would have been the first red flag, but you know me. I just kept it on, being positive, being there for them, and supporting the vision. The vision. I just had the vision. And I was doing it since 2019. But then, it was just the teaching, just the teaching only. And after I completed the first unit, now for myself, this was like building my resume. But I wrote the whole first unit of their curriculum. So she just gave the whole job title to somebody else. She asked me my teaching experience, everything. I sent pictures. I got these receipts. You see these receipts? Pictures of myself doing this. A whole everything. She wanted my degrees and everything that I've been working on. Classroom work. All of that. And I sent it to her. She wanted to get the parents on board. She wanted to really just get them excited. Get them signed up for it. Yes. It was a system to get it signed up and started. I was there for the beginning. Exciting? Yes, you have no idea. So I just thought that there was this growth opportunity there, and I stuck with it. I really wanted to be a part of the beginning of something. I saw this as a move in my career. Can you imagine adding that to your career? I actually have a master's degree in curriculum and instruction, and this would be something that would be added to my resume. Yeah, I wrote a whole curriculum for a foreign company, and they used it, which, yes, that is what happened, but I started off. Now, let me tell you. So, started off, and then what they did was she actually ended up giving somebody else the position. So, and they used my layout, my actual layout, mine. Nothing new, just mine. And yes, I have the receipts and the proof of the lessons I wrote, the samples that I sent her, the first unit that I wrote, and she just got somebody that had better technology skills to kind of finish it out. So lo and behold, I put my notice in because it was just getting too much. But you see this? You see all this, right? Yeah, look. This is all the stuff where I'm sending her my lesson plan layout. I'm telling her, okay, this is how I write the lessons. This is before I actually got to making the PowerPoints. I made the PowerPoints using the lessons that she sent me because I had my own sign-in for A300. She had me pick out the stories and the titles. She had me go through and ask me if I could, how would I teach this? How would I teach the content? And I was telling her how I would make it engaging, how I'd have them reacting. And look, you see how she's saying, okay, she wanted 48 weeks of lessons. Yeah. So I was like, okay, we can do that. We can definitely do that. So it was one lesson a week. So it was 48 lessons. And each class was an hour, which I told you guys. Remember I told you guys I teach for an hour and I have it was like 5 to 6 students per class. I was doing that. And you see, look, there's proof that I was just working. And she was even telling me, oh my gosh, you need some sleep. And I even wrote her a proposal for pay. So I was like, well, here's my proposal for my pay. She thought that was like way too much. So I was basically being sympathetic because it's a starter company. They were starting off. And I just took a lower rate. I really did. I'm not going to discuss my salary and whatnot because I'm a professional and I like to write curriculum. And I write my own curriculum for the things I do privately. So I'm not going to discuss what we finally settled on. But I took a way lower rate. and still did the work and started it off. And after I got them started and she got the students and enrollment was going up, then she was waiting for parents to confirm. Parents started confirming. They started rolling in. I was the Achieve 3000 teacher. I had those classes. Okay. Then suddenly she hits me with oh, we decided to go with another curriculum designer. So just take a look here. Just look at this conversation. And you will see how we were discussing like payment and how I would lay out the lesson and just getting everything finished and published on time for her to launch it for the parents, and just making sure everything was there for this curriculum that she was going to use to launch this big part that was really supposed to kick off another section of what the company offers. I was just excited to be a part of it because I knew this would be a big deal because they didn't have anything. They had nothing. They were using Oxford Reading Tree only. But it was my curriculum, basically. Everything I wrote, the way I wrote it, only it just had a different design, a different layout. But it was my lesson plan that somebody else was using as an outline to create the rest of the lessons. So yeah, I was gypped there, but you know what? On the inside, I know what I did. I have proof of it. I have dates. I know my work. So that gave me the confidence and the know-how that I know how to do these things. And I want to help you guys build curriculum as entrepreneurs and doing your own thing. So I still taught with them, I loved it. I love the students. I love the freedom. And then I just got this full-time position with K-12 and decided to put my notice in. They paid me for my work in December, but I was not paid at all for anything I did in January. My last day was January 15th. I never got my 15 days of pay. I have messaged them. They have ignored me. Everyone on the team has ignored me. Every contact I had. So I just think that's kind of a little low down, So if you're with WeTalk or you're thinking about joining them, as far as the freedoms and the communication while you're with them, it's wonderful. As soon as you're not with them, perhaps, maybe not so much. I don't know. But my experience while I was with them, it was heavenly. I loved it. They were so understanding. There were no penalties. They were wonderful. Wonderful. But then as soon as I put in my notice, and mind you, I said I would love to come back and maybe do work in the summer. But as soon as I put in my notice, that was it. So I just wanted to share my story as to why I'm not with WeTalk anymore, but I am here to help you guys along the way. And I have this wonderful idea. I'm going to do some videos on how to build your own lessons and what type of tools and things that you can use to build on that. And you could do the same thing that I wouldn't say WeTalk is $1 million company, but I'm sure they're probably rolling in 6 digits to be able to pay all the people that they have on board, okay? But I would not say $1 million company. But I mean, they're still a starter company. They're still fairly new. I think they just launched in 2019 or somewhere late 2018. So still fairly new. But you guys can do it too. And I know this because I wrote the curriculum for the major part of the reading program for WeTalk. And I have all the receipts to prove, as you saw from the little clips of this video, the conversations of her asking me if I can create it, asking me for my credentials, and saying she was going to try to get parents signed up and on board. I have the whole conversation. I have it locked up in a file. It's not going anywhere. I have my proof that's going in my resume. Yes, I wrote curriculum for a foreign company. And although I probably should have, it's hard negotiating internationally and whatnot. And plus, I like Joyce. I've always liked her. And I thought of her as like a business associate friend as well as my boss. Now I see I was just a tool. But that's okay. Everything happens for a reason and a season. And it may have helped her get a leg up as far as curriculum for her company, but it also helped me in my confidence and experience that I can write curriculum and I can help other people do the same. By the way, without charging a masterclass for it. It will be available here on YouTube because, quite frankly, I just don't have time for that right now. I don't have time to create master classes and charge all these gobs and gobs of money. I'm just going to put it on YouTube for you guys, okay? And you guys can mold it and shape it and make it your own baby and use it as a jump off starting point. Enhance your lives because, yes, I have private students still. I'm still doing all the awesome things that I've been doing with. Now I'm a full-time English language arts teacher with K-12. I am still with Cambly. I still do that in my free time when I feel like it. I'm still with I still have a contract with GoGo Kid. I help teachers get, hired with GoGo Kid. I'm still on Palfish. I can do that whenever I feel like it. I'm with OutSchool. Every week I'm teaching on OutSchool and make gobs of money doing fun classes like crafts and things that are fun. It's barely working because I'm making money having fun. I recruit teachers for OutSchool. That's going to be a whole nother video. I want to share some information about that too. And on top of that, I have my own business. Okay. I am living without regrets. And I want you guys to be marvelous. I want to give you guys the information so that you can do the same. Just enhance your situation, okay? So you guys, as always, thank you for supporting my channel. That's all I ask. I love the community and the support. And TTFN.